Hi everyone, thanks for tuning into this video. This is called How to Organize Your Charts, okay? And also we're going to talk about last week's results and lesson. Now, take a look for just a moment right over here. A very knowledgeable and wise friend once told me, if you have a cluttered desk, you have a cluttered mind. Well, so true. So again, taking a look here, what words would you describe this scene? How about chaos, unbelievable, utter mess, disaster, even the word cluttered? Imagine how difficult it is to fix an electrical problem faced with this absolute mess of wires and cables. And the amazing thing is that in India and many other parts of the world, this is an everyday common occurrence. The problem eventually does get fixed and life and business continues to go on, but the time and effort it takes can be agonizing. So what about you, the Forex trader? Are you organized? It does help to have your desk and workspace clean and tidy, but in this video, I want to talk about organizing your charts and your trading platform to help make your trading as easy as possible. I'm going to show you what I do, and I'm sure it's different from what you're doing. We'll also take a look at this past week's trading signals, see the results, and most importantly, find out what we can learn from that. Okay, guys, this is me right over here. I'm a proud Forex Canadian trader. You can see that right here. And I'm the originator of the ABC Forex signal. So if you want to receive them, you've got to send me your email address with your name and where you're from to my address right here. You can see that at mskyj007@gmail.com. Okay, and I'll also repeat this a little bit later in the video. So this is me, and before we look at the charts and see what happened last week, okay, we're going to take a look at the entries, the stop losses, the take profit levels. So we're going to do that in just a moment, but before we do that, I always ask you to pay attention to my humble disclaimer. My free signal service is an educational program only. I'm trying to teach you how to trade correctly and not give you any specific investment advice. It is your responsibility to evaluate the relevance of my advice and content. Now, don't blame me if you lose all your money. You probably weren't paying attention to what I'm teaching you, and you're not following my instructions. Since we're trading with real money, only risk a maximum 1% of your account balance. And for new traders, please trade on demo account only. Start on demo for at least a few months so that you can evaluate this program of the free signals and for you to get used to all of my instructions. Okay, so we're going to take a look. We're going to dive right in, and basically we had one trade held over from the previous week. It was a sell euro British pound, and we held it over the weekend and eventually became a loss for 59 pips, guys. So, you know, we do incur losses every now and then. We incur a lot more winners, but in this case, it was a loss for 59 pips, and it hit our DTL, our dominant trend line. It was stopped out when price reversed over this very important line. It's an exit indicator that we use as well. Okay, so taking a look at the actual trade signals I sent out for this week. On June the 22nd, I sent out two signals to buy Canadian dollar Swiss franc. It was a winner. It did hit our first take profit, guys. Okay, you can see that right here. And that's good news. It was good for 22 pips. And I've got instructions a little bit later. We're going to look at this actual chart, see what happened, and see what you can do next. Okay, and then on June the 22nd, I issued a buy USD Japanese yen. I told everyone I was looking at it. I like this signal here, and I know a lot of traders took this trade alongside with me. So again, you're a winner. Approximately 32 pips. It also reached the first take profit target. So all in all, this past week was not a great week. However, and please pay attention, This is the most important part. We only lost 4 pips. So we managed our risk on these 2 trades. And here we managed our risk, limiting our loss to only 59 pips. So in total, this past week did not have a winning week, but we only lost 4 pips, guys. And if you're paying attention, following my instructions, then you still would be very happy with this, okay? So we're going to take a look right now at the charts of all of these trades. This is where you guys actually learn, okay? It's important for you to keep on learning, keep reviewing the trade signals and the charts along with me, and let's take a look. The very first one, we had a sell euro, British pound. You can see that right here. We held it open from June the 17th over the previous weekend into this week, this past weekend. And you can see the information I send out. So when you're on my VIP list and you get the free trade signals, this is what I send out to you. All you have to do is follow the instructions, okay? So you can see here, it was a sell euro, British pound, and we got in right there, okay, at the end of this candle, or we call it the close of that candle, and or the beginning of the next candle. Okay, so let me just take that off for a second. I'm going to do something else. So here, this was my entry that I sent out to you, 0.8547. Okay, so we got in right there. This was it was a sell signal, right? This was the stop loss at 0.8608. Our first profit target was 0.8522, and our second profit target 0.8508. So you can see the next day price went down right there. Okay, price did go down, but and the low of that wick did not hit our first profit target, okay, right there. And the next day it reversed all the way up and then came back down and closed right there. This is the reversal candle from the previous day, okay? And you're probably saying, well, why didn't we close the trade right there? Well, guys, we have a plan in action, okay? Because you see, from here, price could go up and then come back down again, as it did here, as it did, you know, several times, right? So we want to basically adhere to our plan. This is the DTL line right there, guys. And with this candle, you can see price reversed and closed above the DTL line, but below, still below our stop loss. So we got out of the trade right here automatically when it reversed above the line. So again, this was a loss, but we managed our risk, and now we're going to go on to our next trade. And this was the first real signal that I gave this week on June the 22nd. Okay, here's the information, guys. I always give you the entry, the stop loss. You can see that. The first take profit, second take profit. We are trading on the daily candles, on the daily time frame, guys. We're not intraday. We're not scalping. Where the idea is we enter a trade, we manage our trade with the stop loss and the take profit level, and then we kind of close the computer and just relax and wait to see what happens, so you don't have to keep watching your computer all day. So anyways, it was a buy CAD chief, guys, CAD Swiss franc right here. Here was the signal, okay? I'm sorry, the signal was right there. Okay, so in the blue here, 0.7455. So we got in right there at the close of that candle. Here was the signal. We did get in late, but it is getting hard right now with the markets, the way they're behaving. So it is sometimes difficult to get really good signals. And I did give you this signal because from here, guys, you can see with this wick, this upper wick, or this one right here, it did reach this first profit target area of 0.7479. So guys, our first position was automatically closed, and if you have a second position, then you probably held on to it because the price did go up and came all the way back down. And here's the problem. We don't have like a expert advisor or like a robot that as soon as the first position closes in profit, it would be great to have something that uh, brings the stop loss here up to just above our entry, for the second position. So even though it comes back down, then we would be automatically closed down within our second position without any further loss. So in the meantime, if you've held the trade open, prices come down, and I just want to take this off. You can see price is starting to go up again. I kind of think that price is still going to go higher one more last time, and it's going to break out of this zone. So we'll see what happens. The Canadian dollar is still stronger than the Swiss franc. Okay, so again, we were a winner when, and if you only had if you had two positions, then it would have hit our first take profit target, or if you only had one position, you would have been in profit and the trade would have been closed. Okay, so congrats everyone on this trade. That's good news. And then let's take a look here at our next trade. Okay, I did send, on the same day, on the 22nd, I also included this. It's kind of a bonus trade. Here's the information, guys, I sent out by the U.S. Japanese yen. Okay, it was sent out on the 22nd along with the CAD Swiss franc trade. So 2 days ago, I said I also like the buy U.S. Japanese yen. And I gave you the entry this time, entry 110.60, the first take profit 110.94, the stop loss 109.89. So you can see the entry. Let's take a look at the signal. There's the signal, guys. Okay. And here is the entry 110.60. So we got in at the close of that candle or the open of the next one. You can see the next day it went all the way up. The high of that wick there did reach 110.94, which was our first take profit target. So guys, congrats on this winning trade, and that's the good news. So we had two winning trades. Here, you could still, and I believe I issued an update, you can keep this trade open to see if it goes higher. But in the meantime, and this is really important, once your first position, or if you only have one position, hits the first profit target, you move your stop loss to just right here above your break even, which is your original entry of 110.60. Hopefully you understand that. Very simple. So once price does hit the first take profit target, move your stop loss just a bit higher than the 110. Okay. However, you might have been stopped out here with this this candle on this day, because the low of that wick did actually go just below 110.60, but you wouldn't have lost any more money. Okay, so that was the two trades. I didn't see on the other days, I didn't see anything I really liked, and that's the reason why I didn't issue any new signals. It wasn't a great trading week, so guys, we'll have to have some patience and see what happens this week. And if there are any good signals, I'm sure going to send them out to you. And all you have to do again is follow the instructions, take the trades, and you're going to make some money. Okay, so that's what happened there. Let's take that off. Now we're going to get right to the meat of the lesson. Okay, and the lesson is all about organizing your charts, because again, I'm probably doing something differently. I look at my charts really quickly for trading signals and everything else, but I'm going to show you exactly what I do, and hopefully you can also do that, because I believe it's going to help you organize things in a much more simple manner, and it's going to help you look at the individual currencies with a little bit of a different eye. Okay, so the very first thing is, why are we doing this? Okay, take a look. To be able to scan for trading ideas. So I want to look at all the individual currencies, like the British pound, the euro, the US dollar, the Canadian dollar, New Zealand dollar, Australian dollar, Swiss franc, Japanese yen. So I want to be able to look at all of these individual currencies on my charts and get a better idea and distinguish between the strong and weak currencies. So once you organize your charts, you'll be able to do this. The next thing is to also see each currency by itself compared to the other currencies, like when you're pairing them up, right? And I'll show you exactly what I mean by that in a minute. And then finally, to find and click on currency pairs quickly. Okay, so we're going to look at this and how it's done, okay, and what I do. So let's go to here. First of all, did you know that there are 28 major currency pairs based on the 8 major currencies? What are the 8 major currencies? Okay, we'll take a look here. We have the Australian dollar. Then we have the Canadian dollar. Then we have the Swiss franc. We have the euro. We have the United States dollar, the USD. We have the Japanese yen. We have the New Zealand dollar and the British pound. But let's take a look. So what I want to do is I want to organize my charts. So below my charts, my trading charts on my trading platform, and again, it's the MT4 trading platform. I want to see these currency symbol tabs for the British pound, euro, British pound Audi, British pound CAD, British pound chart, Swiss franc, British pound Japanese yen, British pound New Zealand, British pound USD. I want to have these symbols underneath my chart, and then I can click from one to the next, to the next, to the next, and compare and get a really good reading as to the strength and weakness of the individual currency, which in this case is the British pound or the GBP, right? The GBP. So this is what I call a set. Here's another set, the New Zealand set. So again, Audi versus New Zealand, Euro versus New Zealand, British pound versus New Zealand versus the CAD, New Zealand versus Swiss franc, New Zealand Japanese yen, and the New Zealand USD, US dollar. So this is another set, and I want to see that below my charts. So when I click on properly, only these symbols and these charts will come up. Okay, so because when you have all of these currencies, currency pairs underneath your charts, it'll take you a long time to find the right currency for the trade signal I'm giving you, and you're going back and forth, and it's a little bit difficult to maintain. So I'm going to show you what I do and how to simplify the whole process. Okay, so these again are the 28 currency pairs, and if you have to, come back to this slide and pause on it, and you may want to write it down on a notepad and keep this by your computer, okay? Because you'll need to do this for me to show you the next step in organizing your charts. So I'm going to suggest that right now. Come back, put this on pause on this page, write down your Australian dollar, then write down the cross pairs with the Australian dollar, write down as a heading the Canadian dollar, then write all of these symbols down, and then the Swiss franc, these symbols, the euro, these symbols, British pound, these symbols, and so on. Okay, so what we want to do now is, and I'm going to show you now, is we're going to separate each of the 8 major currencies under your charts using, and this is important, using the profiles option. Okay, now we're going to go through the steps 1 to 5, but I'm really going to go to my charts in just a moment to show you how I do this. Okay, so above your charts, you go to the file. There's a file tab. Click on profiles. Click on the default tab. Okay, I've just opened up my charts, and this is what I don't want you to do. Now, right now, you probably see these are the symbol tabs I'm talking about underneath your charts, right? And you can see there's no organization to this, and I've done this purposely, but here the gold versus the USD, here's oil, here's British pound, Swiss franc, euro, USD, Swiss franc, Japanese yen, British pound, New Zealand, US Japanese yen, CAD, Swiss franc, euro, GBP, right? So you can see they're just random symbols, and you probably have this, but can you imagine this whole line here consisting of 28 major symbols, and then you would have to use on the far right hand side is a little arrow, and you'd always have to click on the arrow to scroll through these so that you can find the symbol, the correct symbol when I do send you the free signal, right? So I don't want you to do this. I want you to keep this like really simple. So one of the, again, in the example, we're talking about the British pound. So in this case, then you would have, all the symbols would contain the currency British pound. So British pound against the Swiss franc, British pound against New Zealand dollar, against the US dollar, British pound against the Japanese yen. So underneath, what I want to do, and we're going to show you how to do that. So for each major currency, we're talking individual currency, and we'll stop with the British pound. So your tabs will only contain seven tabs, which will contain the British pound cross pairs. And then we're going to change the chart again with one click, and then you get all the euro pairs. And then we'll change the chart again with one click, and then you'll be able to see very, very quickly, let's say, the Canadian dollar pairs, and down the line for all 8 major currencies. And this is what we're talking about, okay? So the very first thing, guys, you go above your charts there to this menu here, and you're going to look for File. Okay, you can see that right there. You look for the word File. You're going to click on that. Okay, and that's going to open up a window right here, and you're going to scroll down and look for Profiles. So you click on Profiles, opens up another window, and then you go find this word here, Default. Okay, so when you click on that, all your charts will change. Okay, and I'm just going to move this over. Okay, just a second here. So when you click on the word default, then all your charts will change. And I want you to look down below. If you see this word default, then you're good to go to start putting, and we're going to start with the British pound. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We want all of these symbols here to be British pound. So regardless of what you've got there already, if you see the word default, that's what you need to do, okay? And then we're able to change. So on top, you would go to Window. Right on top, beside the Tools tab, is the Window tab, okay? And where you would then click on New Window, go down below, and this is on the MT4 platform, guys. So go to Forex or Forex Prime if you're on the Black Bull markets, and then look for, let's say, a symbol that says something with the British pound. So in this case, British pound, Australian dollar right here. And you see this chart is the British pound, Australian dollar. Okay. And then let's say the next one. So, and by the way, you want to get rid of anything that doesn't have the word British pound in there. So right click on the tab, close it. Okay. Right click, close it. Right click, close it. Okay, right click, close it. Okay, so now I've already got Euro, British pound, Australian dollar. I'm going to go back up to the window up above the charts, and I'm going to look for new window, and then we're going to add another symbol. So the Euro, British pound, okay, right there. And then we're going to go up to the window again, and we're going to click on new window, and we're going to go and add the, let's take a look here, British pounds, Swiss francs. See, so what we want to do is add always for each individual currency. In this case, it's the British pound. There are 7 cross pairs to trade with the British pound. Again, go back to that slide to get, to refresh your memory, or I hope you took my instructions and wrote down the 28 currency pairs on a notebook. Have them right beside the computer, because you're going to keep adding here, window, new window, and keep adding until you got all 7. And so in this case, it's the next one is, let's take a look here, British pound CAD. Okay, so we got Euro, British pound Audi, Euro, GBP, GBP Swiss franc, GBP CAD. I'm going to go above again, new window, and I'm going to look for GBP like New Zealand. Let's take a look here. Okay. Oh, GJ, I found that really quickly right there. You can see, so you see the chart changes to the GJ, okay, and so on. What you want to do is you want to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's one more, and I believe it's the New Zealand dollar. Let's take a look. So click on window above your charts, click on the new window, scroll down and look for New Zealand. So that's it. Those are the 7 pairs. Okay. And now what you want to do, guys, and this is really, really simple. You can go click on default. You see down below? Click on default. Right click, I should say, right click. Oh, I'm sorry, just click with your left click. Okay. So just click on default. Then what you want to do is you want to save your profile. Okay. There we go. So once we clicked on default below your chart again on that tab, then you want to look for save profile as, and this is really important. So to keep these 7 currency tabs for the British pound in one set that you can go to any time, then you want to click on save profile as, enter the name, and I'm just going to suggest you can write, let's say, GBP. British, that's the British pound signal, right? So I just put SIG, okay? And then click on OK. I already have that entered, but if it exists, overwrite it. Yes. Okay. So this set of these, this set has been saved. And once you save it, look down below again at this tab. This is below your terminal window and below your chart. It's we saved it as GBP signal. So this is the current profile, right? And you do this for every single currency, right? There are 8 major currencies. So once this is done, okay, then you can actually right click again. This is important. These are the steps. Okay. It does go quickly once you get the hang of it, but, click on that. Just, not a right click. I'm sorry. Just click on that. Look for default. What you want to do is look for the word default again. Okay. Here this window pops up. Look for the word default. There it is right there. Click on default again, guys. And the charts will change to your default charts. And then you want to repeat the whole process. So here, now, let's say you want to add the euro pair. So you want 7 euro cross pairs. So the very first thing is you can do this. Just go to each tab and close it. Okay. So right click, close, right click, close, right click, close. Here's a euro already there, so we'll keep that open for now. Right click, close, because we're going to look for all the euro cross pairs, right? So we have euro, British pound. We can close one of them. Okay. And now you would repeat again, going above. Okay, so we're going above the charts to the window. You click on the window, click on the new window. This comes up. In my case, I've got a pro account, so I'm clicking on Forex Prime and then choosing all the euro pairs that I'm going to put down below. So again, window, click on new window, and then go down and find it. If you don't have a pro account, if it just says Forex or something, then look for the pair that you want to add below. But like for myself and some other people that have a pro account, especially with Black Bull markets, you click on that, and then euro, you pick euro. So you see now we've added euro JPY. Again, go Again, you can see we added the Euro JPY. I'm going above the charts again. Click on window, click on new window. It goes fast once you get the hang of it. And then I'm looking for Euro New Zealand. And again, I'm going to add the 7 cross pairs on that slide I showed you earlier, right? So you do this for every currency, individual currency, okay? And now, after I've got the 7 there, okay, I want to go down below to default again. I'm going to click on that, and this time I'm going to save a name again. We're going to save the profile. The window opens up, okay? You can see this window open up. Look for the word Save Profile As. I'm going to click on that. In this case, because these are all the euro below the chart, the tabs are all the euro pairs. I'm just going to type in really simply euro, EUR signals. Okay, click on OK. And you should see down below, right here, the Euro Signal tab. That'll be below the currency symbols. Okay, so this is the right at the bottom of your charts. Okay, so you do this for everyone. So we've got the British pound signals, Euro signals. The next one you'll do maybe is the CAD signals. Then you'll do it for the Swiss franc signals, the USD signals, and so on. Right, so that is fantastic. And then you see, whenever you want to, let's say you want to find the British pound set. Okay, now this is the euro set. Okay, the euro set. So we just click on that, look for GBP. Okay, GBP signals right there, and the charts all of a sudden, you see, here we go. They've changed. The far left is Euro GBP, the G Audi, the Euro GBP, G Swiss franc, all the 7 cross pairs that are contained in the British pound set. And then, like I said, the next one we did is the Euro set, so you'll have the 7 signals. I'm sorry, the 7 cross pairs there. And you'll do this for each and every currency set, okay? And then, you see, when you go quickly, you're going to hit the tab. Okay, just a second here. Okay, now you can quickly click on the different currency symbols below. Right here, there's one symbol, and then the next one, British pound Swiss franc. Okay, next one, British pound CAD, British pound Japanese yen, British pound New Zealand. Okay, so you can see the British pound New Zealand, and you can see really quickly how the British pound is faring against all the other currencies. In this case, you can see how weak it is. The British pound against the New Zealand dollar has been falling. 1, 2, 3, 4 candles, in fact, is now closed below this DTL line. And guys, don't worry about what your charts look like. You don't have to worry. We'll do that in another weekly video. Because we're going to get involved more on how the charts look and the indicators. But you simply have to put on a 21 EMA. That's the exponential moving average. You can have one single color, and you can have a few simple indicators below. It doesn't really matter what they are, because remember, I'm sending you the signals, right? And you just follow my instructions and take my trades, right? But this at least will help you see each currency against the British pound and what is going on. So here you can see British pound against the Japanese yen is falling as well. The British pound against the CAD, it's fallen as well. So you can see the British pound is pretty weak, right? Even against the Swiss franc, except for the euro. The euro is actually, well, the euro is strong, yes. So this is the euro, British pound. Euro is strong, the British pound is weak. So you can see on all of the currency symbols below the chart, you click on them really quickly, and you can also get another idea and a reading on the strength or weakness of that currency. Okay, so this is what I do, guys. I go through all 8 sets for each currency. I've got them all organized this way, guys, and this will help you trade and look at the charts really, really, really simple, okay? Okay, guys, you can come back to this slide again right here. I skipped past this and went right to my charts because I wanted to show you what you have to do. But again, number 1, there are 5 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Always check below the charts to see if you see the words of the new set that you just created. And very first set we created in this video was the GBP signal, right? SIG. Right? And if yes, then you repeat the process for another individual currency. So go back to number 1, right over here. Go back to number 1, click on the default tab. Always click on the default tab first, then repeat to the 5. So at any time you can pause this video and you can write this off if you want, okay? But these are the 5 steps you go through to changing the charts and organizing them in a very simple and meaningful manner. Okay, so we're now finished, guys, and if you want my free trade signals, especially for the new subscribers, please send me your email address. I'll put you on my VIP list, guys, and send it to right here, okay? Again, it's mskyj007 at gmail.com. Okay, so again, it's mskyj007 at gmail.com. When you send me an email, guys, it's important to give me your name. I hate it if I don't even know where the like what your name is and who it's coming from. So please provide your name and also let me know what part of the world you're from. So this is it for the free signals, guys, and cheers from Canada. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to this channel. Hit the like and the comment button, okay? Especially the like, guys. The more likes I get, I know that I'm doing the right thing, teaching you guys, and we're going to get along really well. So I need to see this from you. It just encourages me to go forward, okay? So take care again. This is me. We'll see you again next week's video, and we're getting really close to the final phase of our learning process. Take care. Bye for now.